Hey, welcome guys. This is the studio. I know it's a bit messy. But welcome to the Booredatwork studios. If you guys recall, I was shooting out of an apartment. It was a 2-bedroom apartment, different setup, and for the last year, you've seen this setup, but I haven't shown anyone what it actually looks like. So welcome to my studio space. So as you walked in, this is kind of like the general walk-in area. It should have been a dining room per se, or at least something like that. But we use this for a lot of setups. So if you have like big unboxings, like TVs, for instance, this is the Panasonic TV right here. We do those unboxings here. And then we kind of like have things that we stored around. We've got that Sony speaker that I also unboxed right here. Now, in terms of tech that I usually have around here, this is probably the first thing here, the Amazon Echo Show 15. Great because when I get packages or someone rings the doorbell, I can actually see that from here. And that's part of like, I love that aspect about it. And this is like the hub of all my Amazon appliances or Amazon tech I have. So this also is connected to my Ring doorbell and my Ring cameras. So I can definitely see all of them here, and also my cameras at home. So I can see what's happening in the house as well, which is pretty cool. Now, another piece of tech before we move to the other room is the Schlage door handles, or you could say the door locks. This is a smart door lock. This is their new lever design. I have Schlage across, front door, back door. I also have it at home. Again, it's super easy because one of the cool things I like is that whenever people call or come to drop packages over, that is FedEx, Amazon, I can look at my Ring and I can also just unlock the door remotely, which is great. All right, so let's move across. We have a whiteboard here, which don't look at the video. I'm just joking, this is super old. I kind of used permanent marker here. So as you can see, office tour. This was earlier in the year, my bad. I'm sorry. I've got a poster of Michael Jackson over there. And here, got my DC superheroes. You guys just saw a Superman trailer that just hit from James Gunn. It was cool, it's cool. I'm a big Henry Cavill fan, either way. And what do you guys think? Should I put this here? It doesn't really match. I need like Wonder Woman, but Cap looks kind of suspect though. That being said. So over here, we have, this is a smart wash and dryer combo from LG. I love it because this will actually wash and dry the clothes in about 2 hours. And it's got like an AI combo setting. It goes through all that fun stuff. We actually did a reel on this, which is pretty nice. But I love the fact that I don't have to have vents out here. Let me actually turn this lights on so you can actually see me clearly. I don't have to have vents or anything like that, which is pretty cool. But this is a game changer for anyone who's looking for a washer and dryer. Now, somebody's gonna say, sponsored. No, nothing in this video is sponsored, but I want to thank every brand that sent stuff over, which includes LG, Samsung, yeah, this way. Mind the mess. This is the storage kitchen. We don't actually cook anything in here, but it's a bit messy right now, but I do have a few appliances in here. First off here is a Samsung bespoke fridge. This is the older model. This is not the AI model that is there, but I do like it that it does, of course, have a lot of capacity. And we've got the display here, which we can actually, of course, connect Spotify, play music, all that fun stuff. We've got a smart dishwasher here, which has some connectivity, so you can see what's going on in terms of your dishwashing. And then this is the smart range. I like this because I can actually prep the range, especially the oven. So if I'm baking stuff, which is pretty cool, and also push recipes from the fridge over here. So say for instance, I'm trying to make meatloaf. I can look for the recipe of meatloaf and I can send that to the range, and actually it will prep the oven for me so I get the right temperatures there. Also here is a smart hood. It's nice, it's simple, it vents air. This here is the last piece of tech. This is actually pretty old. I've had it for like 2 years, but this is a great vacuum. Sadly, there are no robot vacuums because none of those guys are sponsoring these videos, but you get the idea. This is where we store plates, phones, and more phones. Surprisingly, they are, well, oh, there are plates. There are plates here as well, and some mugs. So we do drink water sometimes. And there's also more phones. Yeah, more phones, more phone storage. And over here, phones and, you know, gotta have some, right? As well as some tea and coffee. Balanced breakfast. But let's roll into the other room. Now, aesthetically though, I will say I like the contrast here with the white walls and also the brick. Hopefully you guys like that. That was, you know, my choice, being a great fashionista that I am, and also interior design expert. My wife helped a lot, but you get the idea with that one. One thing to show you is we have this, we have split units across the apartment here. This is an LG unit. I love it because I have LG at home for my split AC units. This is a dual unit. This is also like, it does air conditioning and also heat in case like my heaters don't work. And I can fully control this with either, you know, the smart assistants or through the app as well, the LG app, which is great. So I love that, very, very simple. Over here, I'll be changing this to, this is the Nest thermostat Gen 3, not the new Gen 4. Works really well. You guys know how these work, but I will be getting Gen 4. Google, could you send subs here? Just saying. But you know how it works. Let me turn that down because it's actually kind of hot in here. Over here, we have kind of like the storage station. So we've got smartphones I've worked on in the year up here. This is a bin of just like earbuds. Yeah, and they're a bunch lying around anyway. We've got some figurines. We've also got like laptops here we worked on. Some gaming devices, MSI Claw. This is not the new Claw 8. This is just the original one, but it's been improved. Bunch of laptops, bunch of gaming devices here. This is from A&Neo. If you guys kind of like stuff like this, is pretty cool. This is also another cool one from A&Neo here. It's got the slide out pop-up screen, so that gives you just more dexterity. They've got some really nice devices. And of course, I have my Steam Deck down here, ROG Ally, all that fun stuff. It's the camera station where I have my Sony camera, my A7S III. Then of course, this is a Panasonic here. Some lenses, some gear, you know, the usual. Granted, Hayato does all the hard work. I'm the one who just pretends to do that. But, you know, he's better than me. Then of course, this is my YouTube plaque, 100K. I need to get 1 million because, you know, this is getting, I feel like left behind by Mr. Danny Wingate. Either way though, to be fair, congrats Danny again for hitting 1 million. That was pretty dope this year. So big inspiration, good friend of mine. You know the drill. On to the living room. This is where I do a lot of the A-rolls when I was doing the office. As you notice, guys, I've been shooting in different locations, shooting at home. So we have a C-stand here, which we kind of use for our unboxing shots, top down, right here. Got some lights as well. Couch is comfy. It's nothing too crazy. One thing you notice here, the blinds. So these blinds you've seen around the house so far, in the kitchen. These are from a company called SmartWing. I like them because you can get them in different colors, type shades, and also just opacity. So we got this at 50% because we wanted more light, but just kind of like dimming it down. They do have smart controls as well. And they are also Matter compliant. So you can get it Matter compliant or just directly connected to Alexa or something like Google Assistant, which you can. Now, I love the control. You have either a standard remote control or something you can turn, which I'm using right now. Just gonna hit stop for a second. Right there. So I can open them, I can close them. I can turn up the speed, reduce the speed. So I can just crank this up, for instance, and go. So you get the idea. Over here and here are Sony speakers. These bad boys top of the line, and they sound absolutely awesome. I would play for something for you, but honestly, just check out my video on the Sony Bravia 9 TV. These speakers are absolutely awesome. They're really crazy. Speaking of TVs, I made a mistake. So I said that TV over there was the Panasonic. I lied. That's the Panasonic over there. That's the Sony over there. Not bad, you know. But either way, I haven't been in the office in a while. I've been at home. You know, my son was born, so I've been there. But anyway, we usually have our TVs here. So we do the TV reviews, and then of course our gaming consoles. So you see the Xbox outside, but inside is usually where the PlayStation is. Right now, the PlayStation is at home because I did a comparison. But the reason we cannot put the Xbox and PlayStation together is that the PlayStation, once it turns on in that, heats up. It is super loud and heats up like crazy, so we had to separate them because there's beef. All right, cool. So how about we head upstairs? All right. So there are 2 floors to this apartment, 3 bedrooms up here. So let's start with the very first one. This is storage. Haven't done much with this again, but it's a storage room for now. It could be like a small recording room, depending, but you can see I have a bunch of stuff. Another split unit again from LG, just in case we use this for work. But right now, pretty much storage. Now over here, welcome to my office. It's a hot mess also, so be kind. But this is where I do most of my work. If I'm like, you know, drafting emails, testing machines, gaming. I do have, of course, a Superman poster here, as you guys can clearly see. And then this is also a storage station here, a bunch of laptops that I've worked on. And then I have 2 servers. I have 2 Synology servers at the bottom here. And then another Amazon device. This is the Aero 7. Great Wi-Fi 7 router. And I also have gigabit Ethernet connection here, which is great. Actually, 2 gigabits per second. No, yes, is it 2 gigabits per second? Yeah, 2 gigabits per second, either way. Very nice. A shredder, so I can shred illegal documents. You know how that goes. Whenever the kernel wants to shred stuff. Printer, standard, more storage space there. And then this is my desk. So this here is brand new. This is a HP Omen 35L. If you can swing around this way, I'll show you the other side of this beautiful bad boy. This is a pre-built PC from HP. What I like about it is just, it's nice and compact. It's not too big. This comes with the new Intel Arrow Lake processor. We've got RTX 4080 Super, 32 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabytes of storage. But it's a pretty quiet machine. I mean, the noise you probably hear, if you hear any noise, is literally from the fan. This has, as always, we're all built PCs, 2 USB ports on the top that are Type A, 1 Type C. Give me more Type C ports at the top, people. 10 gigabits per second, 5 gigabits per second. They actually write the speeds here on top, so at least you know. And then there are 2 more at the back that are Type C. Very nice PC. I love the performance on here, especially playing games like you know, Cyberpunk 2077, as well as also you know, some Warhammer. The display which you're looking at and seeing me game on is LG 45-inch OLED display. Lovely, massive display. I have it on the monitor arm. I love this thing. This thing is big, like, oops, big. Great, very nice little setup. Keyboard is the Azot keyboard from Asus. Very nice. This, by the way, is a remote control for the monitor. Of course, I have to have the G502X with the Millennium Falcon print on here. And then my speakers are from NZXT. Now, they're great, good sound. This here is also a hub from Spigen. My only critique of this hub is, as you can see, this cable that wraps around, there's literally just all the Type-C cables are this way, but also the SD card slot is here because I have to wrap this cable all the way down, if you guys can see here below, to my Scarlett here so that I can connect my mic so I can make podcasts. Join the podcast crowd. Yeah, the room has some more storage here, which again, more laptop, more gear in there. All right, so let's check out some of the other rooms. This here looks like a closet. It might be a closet, but no. It's a bathroom. We actually have two bathrooms here, one downstairs. This was just finished. We added this bathroom. I was really impressed with what the contractor did on this. So this felt like a really small closet. You can put a bathroom in there, which is great. Another Nest thermostat. So we have two zones, one up here and one down there. We do have a closet here, just in case anyone wants to crash. Got like, you know, blow-up mattresses, things like that. Now this room is a work in progress. So this eventually is going to be my podcast room, not the bed. This is an old bed that I had that I kind of just put here. So just, you know, at least for now. But as you can see, there are a couple of PCs here. This is my old PC that I switched out the HP for. This had, I think, a Radeon 7800, I can't remember. But this is all AMD build. And this here is actually an interesting PC that I'm working on. I used to have an Intel Nook that was a Nook Extreme. So that was like Intel 13th Gen. It had a 3080 in there. I shipped it to a friend as a gift, and basically it arrived completely destroyed. So I decided to rebuild it into this case. And you can see here, that's a 3080. I got a brand new board. I put the Nook in here. I've got 64 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte of storage. The only thing I need to add is fans at the bottom because I did run it. It runs really well. It heats up like it runs super hot. So I need to add some fans in here and be good. This here is the latest Nook from ASUS, because ASUS now actually owns the Nook brand. This has an Intel Core Ultra, I believe a 4080, mobile 4080 in here. It's a pretty good machine. Honestly, if you're looking for like a gaming PC that's very small and portable, or at least you can hide, this is it. More blinds. The other two I haven't actually set up yet, but again, this is the Smart Wing blind. The other controller they have is this. It looks like that. Cool thing about the controllers, you can also basically group them together. You can have all three under one control or just one like that. But it's nice, a really cool system and setup that I definitely like. This would be my chair for when I do podcasts. It's nice, beautiful, yellow. So I can have the mic here and be like, no, you guys are wrong. You don't know what you're doing. I'm sorry. Who says that's better? You know, give that podcast energy, right? You're feeling that energy, right? Just like, yeah, how's the movie? Nah, it's crap. Didn't like it. You get the idea. So, yeah, that's the upstairs space, but let's move down and I'll show you some things and then we'll wrap this up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I haven't done videos like this much, and I also wanted to share some of the space. What I'm trying to do here is add a little more smart things to it. So right now it's a bit disjointed. I do have a lot of my security, or at least a lot of my surveillance through the Ring, Amazon. I did mention that I am running the Aero 7 router. Honestly, that thing is beautiful. If you can get gigabit internet, then definitely do that. It's worth it. What I want to do is make things more smart so that I can control them remotely, especially since I come in here to record and I go back home. And considering that I now have a newborn, my whole life is very different. I have to be able to get back to him as soon as possible. So that's kind of where the whole center is. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the studio, you like it. But now it's time to leave. And that's the door. Bye. Adios, out. Okay. See you guys later.